supervisors is sworn in for her first full term. It is also exciting as we begin a new collaboration to work for a brighter future for the East Side, Little Saigon, downtown San Jose, South Side, and the rest of District 2. We would like to start by telling you a little bit about some of the people sitting in the front rows. These are the elders of our community, leaders and committed citizens who have spent decades working to improve the lives of San Jose and Santa Clara County residents. The respect for elders is deeply rooted in Vietnamese culture and throughout Asia, and it holds an immense personal significance for Supervisor Yoon. These leaders come from key areas of Betty's life, leaders from the neighborhoods and communities of District 2, personal mentors to her, and leaders from our Vietnamese community. We would like to now introduce Julie Ramirez for our land acknowledgement. Makimakmawit mahuhulam, ako'y makorek manamakisli. Porchetuhi kanakrakat Julie Dominguez Kanatini Dolores Sanchez. My name is Julie Dominguez and I greet you in my native Quechua language. I'm here today on behalf of our chairwoman, Charlene Nijman, to present to you Muwit Mahuhulam Waret Tashu, our Muwit Malone tribal land acknowledgement. Porchetuhi, we would like to recognize that while we come together today in the city of San Jose for Betty Young's swearing-in ceremony for the Santa Clara County seat, we are gathered on the ethno-historic tribal territory of the Tham and Malone-speaking tribal groups of the greater Santa Clara Valley, which includes the lands of the Matalans, Paleños, Alsans, and the Thamians, whose tribal region was named after their powerful chief Captain Pala, and the two Mexican land grants located above East Hills in San Jose, and who were intermarried with the direct ancestors of some of the lineages enrolled in the Huichmaloni tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area, who were missionized into Mission San Francisco, Santa Clara, and San Jose. The present-day Huichmaloni tribe, with an enrolled Bureau of Indian Affairs documented membership of over 600 members, is comprised of all of the known surviving Indian lineages aboriginal to the San Francisco Bay region. And we trace our tribe's ancestry to the Mishunigmas, Mission Santa Clara de Thamian, San Jose, and San Francisco, during the expansion of the Hispano-European Empire into Alta California beginning in AD 1769. Makmawikma Suyakma. Our Mawikma families are the successors and living members of the sovereign, historic, previously federally recognized under the Verona Dam of Alameda County, but now we are formally recognized as the Mawikma tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. Mawikma means la gente, or the people in our native Quechua language. The region surrounding the city of San Jose is where many of our tribe's ancestral heritage, cemetery, and village sites are located, especially adjacent to freshwater corridors, such as the Los Gatos Creek and the Guadalupe River, where many have since been destroyed because of the result of unbridled development. These localities are viewed as historic and sacred places, as it has been acknowledged by many scholars that these lands have been previously settled, harvested, and controlled upon by our Huichmaloni tribal groups for many thousands of years. Today, though, we, the Huichmaloni tribal leadership and members, work hard stewarding, addressing, and protecting many of our up to 10,000-year-old ancestral heritage village and cemetery sites, such as the old Holiday Inn site located downtown San Jose along Tham and Hume, the Guadalupe River, to the 9,900-year-old Metcalf Road site located along Maya and Hume, Coyote Creek, and Highway 101. The city of San Jose and Santa Clara County, as mentioned, are established within our ancestral Thamian tribal ethno-historic territory, which, based upon the 18 unratified federal treaties of 1851 to 1852,
tất cả quý vị đứng lên cùng chúng tôi làm nghi thức khai mạc cho buổi lễ. Xin kính mời. Toán quốc kỳ chuẩn bị. Nghiêm. Toán quốc kỳ vào vị trí hành lễ. Sau đây là lễ chào quốc kỳ Hoa Kỳ. Nghiêm. Chào tay chào quốc ca Hoa Kỳ.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Bàn tay rút. Nghiêm. Chào tay chào. Sau đây là lễ chào quốc kỳ Việt Nam Cộng Hòa. Quốc ca Việt Nam Cộng Hòa.
Này công dân ơi, quốc gia đến ngày giải phóng, đồng lòng cùng đi hy sinh tí sinh thân sống, vì tương lai quốc dân cùng sống và phối tay, làm sao cho núi sông từ nay luôn vững bền, dựng cho này phơi trên lưng dao, thủ nước lấy máu đã lên bao, nổi sông nước tiếng phải cần giải nguy, người công dân luôn vững bền tâm trí, hùng tráng quyết chiến thắng làm cho thắng lợi vang tiếng người nước Nam cho đến muôn đời. Công dân ơi, cùng hiến đời dưới cờ, công dân ơi, ô làm cho cõi bờ thoát thờ, thật vang thế vang, ngời dâng sướng danh, miền Nam rồng râu lan hồng.
Bàn tay rút. Sau đây là một phút mặc niệm. Phút mặc niệm để tri ân công đức tiền nhân các nền dân tộc đã hy sinh vì nước, và tưởng nhớ đồng bào chiến sĩ đồng minh đã ngã xuống vì tự do. Phút mặc niệm cho hàng ngàn người đã nằm lại với vùng núi rừng trong ngục tù cộng sản, cho hàng vạn đồng bào kém may mắn đã trở thành nơi biên giới trên biển cả mênh mông khi tìm đường đến tự do, cho những người Việt phải an nghỉ nơi đất khách quê người. Và đặc biệt ngày hôm nay xin ghi nhớ công ơn của vị tổng thống thứ 39 của Hoa Kỳ là ông Jimmy Carter, người vừa qua đời. Ông là ân nhân của hàng ngàn người Việt tị nạn Việt Nam, đã mở rộng vòng tay giúp họ đến được bến bờ tự do và bắt đầu cuộc sống mới đầy hy vọng.
Let us observe a moment of silence to honor the sacrifices of our ancestors and heroes who gave their lives for the nation, and to remember the soldiers, allies, and compatriots who perished defending freedom. We mourn those who lost their lives in prisons, on perilous journeys to freedom, or in foreign lands far from home. Today, we especially honor the legacy of the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, who recently passed away. He was a compassionate benefactor to thousands of Vietnamese refugees, extending his hand to help them reach freedom and begin new lives filled with hope.
Phút mặc niệm bắt đầu.
The moment of silence begins now.
chấm dứt.
Moment of silence has ended.
Tốn Quốc Kỳ chú ý. Tốn Quốc Kỳ rời vị trí hành lễ. Nghi thức.
Not only in the history of California, but in the history of the United States. And what is, when you look at this challenging time, this is a time when we need our leaders to step up. This shouldn't be a time where leaders are leveraging a human tragedy to make political gains.
Yep.
This is a time where our focus should be on fire victims, on the communities that have been devastated by this tragedy. We all should be asking, whether you're Democrat, Republican, you don't vote. What we all should be asking is, how can I help?
Yeah.
And to this point, it's exactly why I am here tonight. To this exact point. Because I appreciate the opportunity to be here, to celebrate, and this is a point of celebration for the County of Santa Clara, a time of reflection and a renewed commitment to the values that bind us all as community. Because in a time where negativity dominates the headlines, dominates politics, our communities, we need leaders who don't just talk about justice, but embody justice. We need leaders who don't just point to the problems, but are willing to roll up their sleeves, lean in, and solve problems. It's not enough for us to hope for a better world. We have to build a better world. Build it through our actions, through our courage, and through our unshakable commitment to always do what is right. Every choice we make, it sends a signal. And this past November, voters here in Santa Clara County made their choice. The choice to elect, as we've heard, the first Vietnamese American to the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors in Betty Dương. And Betty Zung's journey to this moment, it reflects the very essence of the California dream. It's a story of determination, of grit, and a profound connection to the people that she now serves. And I'm confident that Betty's leadership is going to inspire us to reimagine what is possible here in Santa Clara County. That local government isn't just about policies and programs, but it's about people. About working to create communities where families can thrive, where small businesses can flourish, and where neighbors can trust that their voices are going to be heard at the local level. You know, our challenges here in California, across our country, they are incredible, they're great. But so too is our potential. And Betty, we trust in your vision. We trust in your ability to bridge divides and to bring consensus, bring people together, and to always lead with integrity. But most of all, we trust in your unwavering commitment. A commitment to building a county here in Santa Clara where everyone, regardless of race, background, or circumstance, is going to have a fair chance to succeed. And so let us begin this journey with Betty, with hope in our hearts, and with a very strong purpose in our minds. So Betty, would you like to go up to the stage? Print out the oath for me, so I've got to read it. I can't see. I'll just ask you to repeat after me. I state your name. solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States,
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
that I will well and faithfully
Discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. Thank you everyone for joining me this evening. Thank you for making the time to be here. Thank you for supporting me on this journey and being with my family tonight. I want to thank all our guests watching from home as this is being live cast, and I want to thank everyone who wanted to be here this evening and try to make their way here. And thank you, Speaker Rivas, for swearing me in. Santa Clara County is so fortunate to have you representing us in Sacramento, and our state is so fortunate to have your leadership in these challenging times. I would not be here today without the love, support, and encouragement of the most important people in my life, my husband Kai, my daughter Harper, my son Nico, my sisters, my parents, and my entire family. I love you all. To all the county workers, current and retired, who built the system to receive and support immigrants and refugees. To the community members who work tirelessly to build a new home for themselves and one another. To our neighbors committed to creating a welcoming environment for all. I hope today makes you proud. I stand here as the District 2 County Supervisor because of the movement of working families, labor unions, neighborhoods, and small businesses spanning cultures and generations who love this district and believe in what this county can be. District 2 will always be my heart. And today I stand on the shoulders of my elders in this district, including past supervisors Blanca Alvarado, Cindy Chavez, and Zoe Lofgren. I love this district, and it's where I was born, where I raised my family, and where I learned what a movement of people can do to build a better future for us all. History has been made in District 2, time and time again. From the streets of Japantown and Little Saigon, to right here in Mayfair, where young Cesar Chavez first learned to organize and later launched a great boycott at this very spot that would catalyze the movement for the rights of farm workers and the broader Chicano movement. It is the honor of my life to represent District 2 on the Board of Supervisors and to continue making history with all of you. I believe so strongly in the mission and importance of county government because I know from personal experience the difference it can make in people's lives, no matter the zip code you call home, how much money is in your pocket, or your country of origin. I am here today because of county government. My parents, like many others, fled the horrors of the Vietnam War, but they came here because of the county's refugee resettlement program. I was born at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, as was my daughter. My sisters and I, our neighbors and friends, our cousins and besties, raised on county programs and services. The County of Santa Clara shaped and nurtured me, and that inspired me to devote my career to public service. I believe in the power of government to improve the lives of all of our residents. Still today, we face enormous challenges as a community, from homelessness and housing insecurity to public safety, health inequity, and threats from Washington. Looking at the crowd before me, I can confidently say, I see these issues not as reason for despair, but as an opportunity to work together to build something better. As your supervisor, I am committed to making Santa Clara County work for everyone. First and foremost, I am committed to rallying our community to work together towards an all-hands-on-deck approach to housing our neighbors and preventing homelessness. Housing is the foundation of every family's health, safety, and economic opportunity. As a child, my family depended on a housing voucher. As an organizer, I led the effort to pass the Measure 8 affordable housing bond that went on to build thousands of affordable homes. As your supervisor, I know we must do more and we must do it together. Whether it's connecting people to rental assistance or behavioral health services, creating interim shelter, or building permanent supportive housing, each of these solutions are critical, but they can only do so much alone. We need to work together across levels of government, labor, employers, nonprofits, and the development community to point all of our neighbors towards a path home, instead of simply pointing fingers at each other. Secondly, I will work every day to make our neighborhood safer with every tool at our disposal. Everyone deserves a safe neighborhood where they can live, work, learn, worship, and play. As supervisor, I will do everything in my power to pursue a data-driven approach to making District 2 residents' businesses and neighborhoods safer. I will lead the fight to ensure our public safety agencies, prevention efforts, and neighborhood organizations have the resources needed to protect our residents by investing in community resilience in order to weather any storm that comes our way and build safer communities for all residents of Santa Clara County. Third, it is my goal to build a world-class system of hospitals, clinics, services, and policy to achieve health equity. Every resident in District 2 deserves access to quality health care, affordable health care, clean air, parks, and open spaces to raise our families. Together, let's continue to grow state-of-the-art public health care systems and hubs based in community, including preserving and growing regional medical center. Let's strengthen and grow our behavioral health system, and let's ensure every worker, especially in sectors like fast food, know their rights, are paid a living wage, and are treated with dignity. Let's re-envision the future of Reed Hillview Airport, create better parks and open space, and support and strengthen the workers who keep us all healthy. Lastly, in my time as supervisor, I want to make Santa Clara County the most welcoming place in the United States for all immigrant families, regardless of status or time of arrival, just as Santa Clara County welcomed my Vietnamese American community. I've experienced firsthand both the enormous opportunities and challenges immigrant and refugee families face. District 2 across East San Jose, Little Saigon, Japantown, Little Italy, Little Portugal, Hanoi Town, and Chinatown has always been an ideal destination for immigrants to establish roots and rebuild their lives. And I will fight for programs and policy to ensure we are the most welcoming place in the nation for immigrant families. Historically, our county government is most effective when its partners and collaborates with our cities, schools, special districts, with the state, with labor, and with our business community. We saw that type of partnership in action during the pandemic when we worked together to get personal protective equipment to our frontline workers and to rapidly set up and operate mass testing in the largest vaccination site in the country. I pledge to continue that spirit of collaboration with our business community, both small businesses that are the heartbeat of our neighborhoods and the largest companies in the world that call our county home. Because I firmly believe that leading our county is not about playing a zero-sum game where one side wins and the other loses. True leadership sees a path where every community in our county can grow together. That is my goal as your supervisor. We are entering a period of great uncertainty in our country and great anxiety for many of us. What happens in Washington has a tremendous impact on all of us, including on our county. But I feel confident with my colleagues on the board, with our skilled and committed county workforce, and all of you before me, together we can ensure our county is a force for good these next 4 years, building a Santa Clara County not just for the few, but for all. The challenge ahead is great, but thankfully as I begin my term, I have the legacy and accomplishments of my elders as a source of wisdom and inspiration. You are my role models. You are my mentors, my friends, my neighbors, and my family. And even the 400,000 residents of District 2 will always know that I work for you. I pledge to never forget that and to work every day to ensure that the County of Santa Clara continues to be a place of hope and opportunity for all. Thank you. Before I do that, I would like to invite my Vietnamese veterans and elders who are here to stand up. Please, con xin cựu chiến binh, các nhà lãnh đạo cộng người Việt Nam khi xin đứng lên. Ba má xin đứng lên. Các cô, các chú, các quý bà. They ask you to stand up to be recognized for your sacrifice and for all you have contributed to our community and to Santa Clara County. Yeah. Thank you for carrying our hopes and dreams across the ocean to rebuild your lives here and then to raise a whole generation of Vietnamese Americans rooted in our culture, our history, and your struggles. Thank you. Kính thưa quý vị đại diện cộng đồng Việt Mỹ, các tổ chức hội đoàn, quý cơ quan truyền thông, báo chí, quý anh chị thiện nguyện viên, quý đồng hương và các nhóm bạn thân mến. Lời đầu tiên, Betty xin gửi đến tất cả quý vị là lời cảm ơn chân thành nhất thì đã dành thời gian quý báu để tham dự buổi lễ nhậm chức của Betty hôm nay. Đây là không chỉ là một dịp trọng đại đánh dấu bước khởi đầu mới cho địa hạt 2 mà còn là một lời cam kết quyết tâm của Betty rằng Betty sẽ tận tâm và nỗ lực hết mình để phục vụ cộng đồng. Ngày hôm nay, buổi lễ nhậm chức này là một cột mốc vô cùng ý nghĩa, không chỉ với riêng Betty mà còn với cộng đồng người Việt tại đây. Lần đầu tiên trong lịch sử chúng ta đã có một người Việt Nam được bầu vào Hội đồng Giám sát Viên Hạt Santa Clara. Điều này không chỉ là niềm tự hào của riêng Betty mà còn là mình còn là minh chứng cho sức mạnh và tiếng nói của cộng đồng chúng ta. Betty sẽ làm việc không ngừng nghỉ để xứng đáng với niềm tình yêu mà quý vị đã dành cho. Nhân dịp đặc biệt này, Betty xin bày tỏ lòng biết ơn sâu xa đến ba má, những người đã dạy dỗ, yêu thương và nuôi dưỡng Betty bằng cả trái tim. Chính tình yêu vô điều kiện và sự dìu dắt của ba má đã trao cho Betty những giá trị vững chắc về truyền thống và văn hóa Việt Nam, làm nền tảng cho mỗi bước đi trên hành trình hôm nay. Betty cũng muốn dành lời tri ân, lời yêu thương đến chồng anh Khải và con gái Harper và con trai Nico của Betty. Tình yêu, sự ủng hộ hết mình và sự sẻ chia của gia đình đã là nguồn động lực to lớn giúp Betty vượt qua những thử thách khó khăn nhất trong hành trình này. Cuối cùng, với tất cả sự chân thành, Betty xin tri ân cộng đồng, những người đã luôn đồng hành, nâng đỡ và tiếp sức cho Betty. Thank you so